So today I am filming my last and final Halloween video for this year, and I'm really excited because it's definitely out of my comfort zone. This is like a, oh my gosh, this is exactly, in my head I just thought it's a hot mess express, but it really is. It's a hot mess, but also hot because we got the smoky eye and the lashes. Wow. Anyways, I am doing this zombie makeup, but it's a zombie that has a little bit of sass because we've got the lashes and the smoky eye, and you could honestly pair like a bold lip with this, or like curl your hair real cute, or whatever, wear like a cute dress with it, you know, really glam it up, but keep yourself really ugly with this like face that's like decaying. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I'm starting with a full face of makeup. This is the same look that I wore in my vampy fall makeup tutorial, so go ahead and check that out if you are curious as to what this is. I'm pulling my hair out of my face, and then I'm grabbing one of those like white cosmetic sponges, and I'm tearing off part of it because you don't want a flat surface. I like it to look really textured. Then I'm taking this liquid latex from Nye, and honestly, this stuff isn't that great, but I'm pulling apart this area and then laying the liquid latex, and then you want to stay in that spot just like that while it dries, because once it dries and you let it go, then it's going to do the opposite, and it's going to collapse and make it look really wrinkled, textured, and kind of like you have like older skin. So if you're looking to have like more of a matured, wrinkled effect, if you're doing like, I don't know what you do, but if you ever need it to look that way, this is what you do. You just pull it apart in the opposite direction, and then when you let go after it dries, it should wrinkle up like so. But to be honest, the liquid latex from Kryolan is thebomb.com and is way better than this stuff. Then I'm taking a cotton ball and I'm just ripping it in half, and then I'm ripping it apart again. You want a pretty thin layer, but pretty much I'm just adding this whole moldiness on my cheek area. So you want to put down some liquid latex, and while it's still wet, just put the cotton on top of it, and then you're just going to top it with the liquid latex. I'm putting it on the sponge and then putting it right on, but again, this latex was crap, so it didn't work as good as I wanted it to. But the good thing is it can be as messy as you want because you're a zombie. You can look crazy and gross and infected. So just make sure you cover the whole surface area so that it covers all of the cotton. This will dry very close to my skin tone, so I don't really want any of the cotton to be showing, even though I didn't do too great of a job of it. You'll see later on. But then I'm creating kind of like an old wrinkle effect here by like my smile lines. Same thing that we did to the forehead. Just pull it the opposite direction, fill it with the liquid latex, wait for it to dry, and then when you let it go, you'll notice that it's going to be really, I don't know, it's going to give you like a really deep crevice right there and make you look really wrinkled and old in that area. So you can kind of see that here, how that kind of worked out. So here I'm just going to go ahead and repeat this on the other side with the smile line, and then I'm also going to add another one of those like things on this cheek. So I am adding the latex, adding the cotton, and then putting the latex back on top of it. Alright, moving on, I am going to take the Unexpected eyeshadow from Makeup Geek and Blackberry eyeshadow from MAC, mix them together, and then on an E25 brush from Sigma, I'm giving myself some really bad bags. So I mean, this is self-explanatory, just follow your orbital bone, and then I'm also putting it around my nose area and in my brow furrows right there. And I just feel like this really helps to make us look extra zombified. For my lips, I'm just scrunching them up like so and taking whatever was left on my foundation brush and just kind of blanking them out. And then when you let your lips go normal, you'll have all the cracks and whatnot in there. And then I also added those shadows to the middle of the lip on the bottom and the top, and I really liked how this looked. It made me look really dead-like. Then I'm also taking those same eyeshadows on a 109 brush from MAC, and I'm pretty much just contouring with it, making myself look a little bit more dead. I'm using those because they're very like cool tone, and you don't want it to be too warm because zombies are dead. you know? And now I'm covering up the exposed cotton that's left after it's dried, and I'm covering it up with my foundation and that same sponge. It really doesn't matter what you use, but this is dirty already, so I'm just using this. So I'm just covering up all of the nastiness. And then I'm going to set it with powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and you want to make sure that you dust that all over these areas really, really good, because we're going to go in and tear it apart, and if it's still wet, it's not going to give the right effect. So here I'm using some tweezers. Use a pair that you don't want to ruin. These I've had for a while, and I'm actually getting new tweezers, so that's why I'm using these ones. But just rip it apart. This is the part that like makes me cringe because it looks kind of realistic, but you want to tear it really good. And I mean, you can really be creative with this. This is why I had so much fun doing it, because you can just explore your creativity, put your holes wherever you want, and all that kind of stuff. So then I'm filling it with foundation so that you don't see the white again. And now we're going to add some paint. I'm using the black from the Aqua Color palette from Kryolan, and I'm filling in the hole with it. The darker the color, the deeper the hole will look. So if you don't want your hole to look like it's really, really deep, go in with like a lighter color, like a brown or a purple or something like that. But black will really make it look deep. I'm taking this sponge from Kryolan and I'm cutting it into fourths. And then I'm taking the green and I'm just kind of applying that on there. But it ended up turning out like super green. You'll see in a minute, I kind of like mixed some colors together to create the color that I liked. But if you want it to go anywhere where any wrinkles are, make sure that you make it look extra wrinkly so it kind of goes with the same effect. I'm taking the color, what color is this? Oh my gosh, Stone. Stone from Anastasia, and this brush from Crown Brush, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, adding it to like the hollows of my face and just to make me look dirty and dead. And yeah. Then I took the Super color wheel from Kryolan and I mixed the red and the brown together to create this like gross greenish red color. And with that sponge, I'm dabbing that all over. And that was more of the color that I was looking for, because it's like a burnt red, but still green and brown. Then I used a little bit more red in my little concoction, and I took the sponge and added little scratches because it looks literally like a scratch. So I went ahead and did that, and now we're moving on to the blood. I'm taking this blood from Ben Nye and I'm just filling in the hole, and this is so gross. Yep. Oh gosh. Okay, this is really gross. So I'm just filling in all of my like holes and gouges with this blood, and it looks, ew, it looks really real. So I actually really liked this blood. It was really realistic. I went ahead and added some to my nose because I thought that would be cool. Scrunched my lips and put a little bit on my lips. If you ever want it to give a dripping effect, don't drag it. Let it glob up and let it drip itself to look the most realistic. I'm applying some lashes. These are the Wispy Sweet Nothings from Velour Lashes because I wanted some very flirty lashes, and these did the job. And then I decided to smoke it up even more, and I added some black eyeliner into the waterline. This is Zero from Urban Decay. Then I went ahead and just took my hair out and kept it super messy because, again, I'm a zombie. And the look is now complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween! Alright you guys, that completes everything for this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my Halloween videos this year. I'm so excited and happy with how it turned out, and I'm so glad that I didn't end up doing these two videos that I had planned instead of this one. I just wasn't feeling them, and I'm so glad that I did this one. Side note, I actually made it to the top 6 of Sigma's Halloween contest, and I'm so excited about it. So if you want to vote for me, I am number 4. It's the skeleton video that I did. I will post a link down below to where you can vote. I think voting ends on November 1st. So I would really appreciate it if you voted for me. I'm just so excited that I even made it to the top 6, and just thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. It just means so much to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and watching my Halloween videos. I am looking forward to all the new videos that I will be creating for you guys coming soon. And my normal face will be back on Monday with a new video. No more Halloween stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye. I wear this shirt way too much, and this is the only outfit that it's appropriate for. Shit.